Hello, I'm very glad to be here today. I used to be a member of IWG some years ago. And yes, hi, Rosie. Thank you very much for the invitation to this breakfast. Um, I want to start by by mentioning the movie of Robbie Williams. Have you seen it? The recent one, when he's singing, when his biography. Yes, the monkey. Yes, yes, yes. You haven't seen it. Well, me neither, but I've seen the trailers. And at the beginning of his concerts, he started by saying, "For the next 2 hours, you will be mine." So I would like to say today, for the next 20 minutes ish, I will be yours, you will be mine. Our energy will mix, our experiences, our ideas, emotions will blend in one, and hopefully we'll take whatever we need from this talk. Hopefully we'll bring some new ideas to our home. We will learn from each other. So let's enjoy. Why did I choose this topic, first of all? Yeah, from surviving to thriving in Poland. Well, I remember my first day in Poland. It was 24 years ago, and it was March 12th. And I remember that I was newly married. I received my diploma after university recently, and I was urged to start working as a psychologist. However, I realized very, very soon that my dream would take longer time than I thought, because I needed to finish a master's degree in Poland in Polish. Yeah. So I went to downtown to a Polish intensive course. It was 3 or 4 hours per day. And the first day I sat down and I opened the book, and the first title was Survival Level. And I thought, what is this? Is this a military training camp? What is going on? So the answer came weeks later when I was unable to learn anything. It was just too difficult. I couldn't understand at all. I couldn't pronounce sounds. I was in shock. So I realized that my dream would take longer time than I thought, and it would be much, much harder. I assume that something like this happened to you, especially for those who travel from country to country every few years, and you need to get adapted to new realities, new environment. Once I had a patient, a very nice lady in her 50s, and she told me, "Melissa, every time I change country, I feel like if I would be losing my feathers, and I have no strength to fly." So that phrase shocked me, but it's real. It's true. So every major life transition involves grief. Whether it's moving from childhood to adolescence, changing schools, getting married, moving out from your parents' house, having children, each stage requires adaptation and to say goodbye to the previous version of ourselves. So as expats, we go through specific stages of migratory grief. And why to know them, to identify them, in order to realize where I am and how can I go through them. So there is honeymoon stage. You know, you arrive to a new place, everything is new, you are curious about everything, and you have full of possibilities. Yes, happy. Then there is culture shock. There is frustration, anxiety, can be confusion, language barrier. You start feeling out of place. Then you have depression or crisis. There is loneliness, sadness. you are homesick, then you have adaptation and recovery. So slowly adjusting to the new environment, learning the new culture, while keeping parts of your own identity. And then you have bicultural identity. So you integrate finally both cultures. It's like if you would be reconstructing yourself again, selecting which parts of you want to keep from your past, from your previous home, but also getting new from the present place. Each stage varies in length and time. And sometimes we can go forward and back through those stages. Have you been there? Yeah, we have been there. So we know. Some people adapt quickly, right? Some people get very, very easily to the new place. Why? How they can do it? So within a few weeks, they already know where the post office is. They make friends with their neighbors. They know where the restaurants are on town. And they are just like very, very natural. Why is that? Why can be that like this? Of course, personality, age, and our past experiences play a role here. But there is something that I've seen in my years of providing therapy, in practicing. Our mindset, our attitude is a key. Obstacles will always exist. They will be there. But if we are friends with ourselves, if we know how to treat ourselves, if we are friends with ourselves, then we are able to take the best from us. So if I bring myself to every country, every new country, the relationship I have with myself is crucial, right? Last month, I was in Mexico. So I took my teenager to the paddle boarding lesson, and I saw those ladies doing yoga on the ocean. And I thought, wow, I want to be there. I need to be there. But yoga on water, I have no balance. I don't know how to ski. I don't know how to skate. This will be a disaster for sure. But it looked so amazing that I needed to try. So 2 days after, I went there, and it was marvelous. It was great. We were sitting, we were breathing, meditating. It was just, contact with nature. It was honeymoon stage, me and nature. All the elements were there. The light of the sun, there was water, and the wind. Everything I was connected with the nature. So I thought, I'm in the right place. Then we started performing new positions, of course. So, each time, I'm not expert with names, but supposedly this is the dog and this is the cobra or something. So I was listening and I was doing what the instructor was saying. Of course, each time was more and more difficult, but it was very intense. But suddenly, she asked us to stand up. Yeah. So in the previous lesson, I saw the ladies gracefully standing, doing the position of chair. I thought that was like an advanced class. I thought that I was not going to perform something like this. And suddenly the instructor is telling me from this position to go here on a paddleboard on water. Yes? And I was terrified. Do you want to see me? Yeah? So me trying to survive. Yeah? Me trying to be straight while she was saying, go to the left. I thought, are you nuts? I can't even stand. And there was a guy turning around all over the place, taking pictures, and I was thinking, is my hair okay? Is my belly high then? And then she said, okay, put your arms on the top and slightly go to the right. How? How can you do that? You know, all my this is what you see on the outside, but inside of me, there were thoughts and emotions and everything connected. I was just trying not to fall down. She said, the instructor said, don't look at the water next to you because you will fall down, you will get dizzy. Find a point in the horizon and especially put pressure on your feet. Put pressure on your feet. So while I was trying to stand up gracefully and smiling for the camera guy, I was thinking, feet, your feet. Put pressure on your feet. When I was coming back from Mexico, I was in the plane, in the 13-hour flight to Amsterdam. I was thinking that life and changing places to live, changing countries, is like this kind of experience when we are new in doing something. Everything around us is moving. People around us are moving. They are performing in their own ways. And we can get inspired by them. We don't need to concur with them. We don't need to compare ourselves with them, but we can get inspired. If they are able to do it, I can do it. I just need practice. We can guide your focus and establish your foundation. How? How we can build that foundation? Well, we need to use all the resources we have around. Groups like this give us the sense of community, give us the sense of belonging that we need. There is no family, we need friends who become our family. Going to all the activities that you want, that you are feeling close, is very, very important. You can use music, musicotherapy. You can play sports. Find the sport that you want, that you feel like doing it, and start by the scratch. If you are spiritual, if you believe, go to church, talk to God, or however you want to call it, but get close to your beliefs. Listen to podcasts, positive podcasts of people who have been through this process and they have achieved their way to get inspired. You can read books. You can find literature for you. Last year, I wrote this book. It's called Reconnecting Hearts, Overcoming Relationship Crisis. With crisis, which relationship? Well, first of all, relationship with myself. If I know myself, if I get to know myself, I know how to put boundaries, I know what I want, then I can deal with the movements which are around in a better way. Use your feminine energy. It's there. We just have to find it. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Hug people. After 20 seconds of hugging someone, the hormone oxytocin, the hormone of love, bonding hormone, is released, and you feel happy. It's the same hormone that is produced when you are breastfeeding, but this case, while hugging without the pain. So be creative, be sexy. Use your masculine energy. Get focused. Set goals. You don't know how to do it? Train yourself. Go to some courses. Listen who has done it and is there. Be decisive. Connect with the 4 elements which are there. The wind takes out things that we don't need anymore. Water, we learn how to flow, yes, with in that direction, not against, but forward. Let's take the energy from the sun, from the fire. Now spring is much easier than winter. And take energy from the ground where you are, that kawałek podłogi that you have. Make it your home, make it your place. Place your feet firmly on the floor and open widely your feet, open widely your heart, your mind, while you are taking balance and making steps to the future. Thank you very much. And now we can sing.
Stand up.
I feel like I'm alive. Can touch the sky. I know that I'm alive. Who is alive? Thank you very much. Thank you.